Welcome to MsMojo, and today we're counting down our picks for the top 10 nostalgic cartoon characters.
What's up, Doc?
For this list, we'll be looking at popular animated TV icons that we still love after all this time. If there's a character from yesteryear that we neglected to include on our list, remind us in the comments. Number 10. Smurfette, the Smurfs.
Yes, it's me, and I feel just like a Smurf.
While there are plenty of characters in this blue franchise, Smurfette has consistently stood out as the most memorable member. She has an adorable and iconic design that made her stand out from the rest. But it's Smurfette's backstory that really made her interesting. Originally, she was created by franchise villain Gargamel as a tool to ruin the lives of the other Smurfs.
Get out there and capture their little blue hearts. And don't fail. Remember, I made you, and I can break you.
But the heroine eventually rebels against the twisted man and becomes a beloved staple of the village. Over the years, Smurfette has only become more complex and skilled. It's impossible to imagine the franchise today without her.
And I'm too young to get married. Besides, I could never pick just one of you, because I love you all.
Number 9. Garfield. Garfield and Friends.
Let's get ready for our walk.
Maybe lightning will strike me and end this humiliation.
A staple of newspaper comics and a TV series in the 80s and 90s, many of us grew up being entertained by this cartoon cat. Everyone laughed at Garfield because his laziness and sarcastic attitude reminded a lot of us of our own feline pets. And he was relatable to humans because he loved lasagna and detested Mondays.
101 degrees.
101? That's a fever.
Nah, that's normal for Garfield.
That's the temperature of microwave lasagna.
However, the reason we were so charmed by Garfield was because he did have a caring side underneath his annoyed expressions. Whenever he went out of his way to help others, we couldn't help but smile along with him. This cynical tabby cat definitely left a big paw print on pop culture.
There's another one going around, the Alaskan cat flu.
Alaskan cat flu? How will I know if Garfield comes down with that?
Mush, Odin. Mush, you husky. Mush.
Number 8. Tom and Jerry. Tom and Jerry. Cat chases mouse. Said feline is cartoonishly injured or punished for the chasing, either by the mouse or someone else. This is the essence of the Tom and Jerry relationship.
Of the king's mousquetaires. Should you fail, nom de pomme, bois de moi, sac de bonbons. Off comes the head.
Over the years, Tom the cat has failed to nab Jerry the mouse countless times, but that fact hasn't made their endless game of pursuit and trickery any less entertaining. Their classic dynamic has been the basis for several TV shows and films over the years.
I'm Tom.
I'm Jerry.
You talked!
As a result, generations of viewers have grown up watching their animated antics. Some of the duo stories have even picked up Academy Awards. Over 80 years after their debut, their cat and mouse games still feel timeless. Number 7. Fred Flintstone, the Flintstones. Whether you're familiar with him from his show, his line of chewable vitamins, or his marketing of edible pebble cereals, Fred Flintstone is a cartoon character we all grew up with.
My fruity pebbles are gone.
How fruitous!
Barney!
Uh-oh, the gig is up.
Post fruity and cocoa pebble cereal, part of this nutritious breakfast. Yappa-dabba delicious.
He is the ancestor, in more ways than one, of many of animation's greatest family man characters. Fred is often grumpy and short-tempered, and he's not always the sharpest stone tool in the shed. But at the end of the day, he still has a good heart and he loves his family and friends.
Fred Flintstone, man of valor.
Well, that's quite a write-up.
Oh, Fred, I'm so proud of you.
And chances are, if you ask someone on the street if they recognized him, they'd probably say that they yabba-dabba-doo.
Yabba-dabba-doo!
Number 6. SpongeBob SquarePants. SpongeBob SquarePants.
Who lives in a pineapple under the sea?
SpongeBob SquarePants.
Absorbent and yellow and porous is he.
SpongeBob SquarePants.
If you don't know the answer to the question, who lives in a pineapple under the sea, we have to question where you've been the last few decades. SpongeBob is the relentlessly cheery and optimistic titular protagonist of this long-running show.
I am so excited, I think I'm gonna explode! It's the best day ever!
While he started as the yellow character that could on Nickelodeon, he soon became the network's biggest star. Kids and adults alike have been entertained by the happy-go-lucky character since his debut. It also helped that many of his show's scenes have become the subject of popular internet memes.
Squidward, we don't need television. Not as long as we have our imagination.
Although SpongeBob might not always see the downsides of life, we can certainly see why he has such a wide appeal. Number 5. Homer Simpson, The Simpsons.
Are you thinking what I'm thinking?
You bet I am.
You can run, but you can't glide.
The Simpsons is jam-packed with iconic characters. At first, we were heavily considering picking Bart.
4 out of 5, Simpson. Impressive. But you missed your last target.
Did I?
But we ultimately had to give it to the lead patriarch, Homer. The empty-headed Simpson dad is both everyone's idiot cartoon dad and all our ids personified. He just wants what he wants, whether that's food or his latest whims.
Ice cream truck!
Me, I was hurt!
As kids, and let's face it, as adults too, we all find that quality very relatable. Homer's dopey decisions frequently land his loved ones and even his town in heaps of trouble. But since he usually tries to make things right, we always forgive him.
Wherever injustice shows its ugly face, I will be there, for I am the Pie Man.
And wherever Pie Man is, the Cupcake Kid will not be far behind.
Even after 30 years of episodes, audiences are still interested in seeing new stories with the same old Homer Simpson. Number 4. Scooby-Doo and Shaggy Rogers. Scooby-Doo franchise. Zoinks! These two mystery-solving best friends have been appearing in various animated series for the last half-century. Shaggy and Scooby generally share many of the same traits, despite one being a human and the other being a talking dog. They both have enormous appetites and are generally cowardly.
You ate all the contraband!
Excuse me? Like, untrue, boss. We didn't eat it all. There's still a couple of gorgonzolas left. Help yourself.
However, can also be convinced into bravery with the reward of Scooby snacks, or if their friends are in danger. These scaredy cats may not be the brains of their operation, but they're definitely the heart of the group. It's no mystery why this duo have won the hearts of kids for decades.
You come back here with my toys!
Number 3. Charlie Brown and Snoopy, Peanuts franchise. Arguably the two mascots of the long-lasting Peanuts franchise, this duo is known to kids the world over. Charlie Brown is the ultimate every kid. He's nervous and often comes up short in life.
You can't go wrong. This year I'm really gonna kick that football.
But although he can get a little pessimistic and worry about his every move, Charlie still pushes through and keeps trying his best. On the other side of the coin, Snoopy is daring and surprisingly charismatic for being a non-talking dog. And his wonderful sense of imagination always pulls us into his stories. Regardless of the version you're watching, these two will always remind us of the good old days of childhood.
Let's dance around with Snoopy and a Charlie Brown. Now we've got the beat.
Number 2. Bugs Bunny, Looney Tunes franchise. The entire cast of Looney Tunes is packed with fantastic cartoon characters, and while we love Daffy Duck, we firmly believe it's rabbit season right now.
Wait, Daffy!
Trying to outfox the old master, eh? I wonder if that silly duck will remember that he can swim.
Bugs Bunny is far and beyond the most rascally of wabbits. His dry wit and clever schemes usually see him come out ahead of whoever he's up against. And we're pretty sure everyone can recite his classic catchphrase at a moment's notice.
What's up, Doc?
Bugs has frequently emerged as the main attraction of several Looney Tunes shows and films. Whenever Bugs on screen, our minds take a left turn at Albuquerque and right down memory lane.
Don't look much like Los Angeles to me. I knew I should have taken that left turn at Albuquerque.
Before we unveil our top pick, here are a few honourable mentions. Rocky and Bullwinkle, The Adventures of Rocky and Bullwinkle and Friends. We could never imagine another moose and squirrel duo.
What are you doing?
Sign an autograph. Let's see, John Smith.
But your name is Bullwinkle.
I know, but that's hard to spell.
He-Man and the Masters of the Universe. The power of Grayskull never wanes.
By the power of Grayskull!
Angelica Pickles, Rugrats. We've all known someone who's this bossy and in charge.
Get off my castle! Can't we just play on the bottom? No! I'm queen of this castle and I'm not gonna let a bunch of slobbery babies climb all over it! But Angelica, now get back to work and finish digging my moat! There could be an invasion any minute!
Pinky and the Brain, Animaniacs, and Pinky and the Brain. This malicious and moronic mice duo makes us long for simpler times.
The advance of technology has brought us an even more powerful tool. Do you know what that is?
The rubber band?
The workings of your mind are a mystery to me, Pinky.
Blossom, Bubbles and Buttercup, the Powerpuff Girls. These superheroic and super sweet girls remind us of everything nice about our childhoods.
All these items slipped under every child's tree, arranged rather nicely by these Supergirls 3. They were making good time, even though they were rookies, so they stopped once or twice to have milk and some cookies.
Before we continue, be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. You have the option to be notified for occasional videos or all of them. If you're on your phone, make sure you go into your settings and switch on notifications.
Number 1. Winnie the Pooh. Winnie the Pooh franchise.
It's a fine day for March and there's a tiny little breeze, and when there's honey for the making, there's a buzz among the bees.
Sing ho for the life of a bear.
This honey-obsessed bear was an indelible part of many of our childhoods. When Pooh wasn't going after the sweet substance, he was spending quality time with his friends. His kindness to everyone around him is an example we should all aspire to. Since Pooh's adventures are set in the timeless land of the 100-acre wood, his stories never feel like they've aged.
Oh, of course. What could be more important than a little something to eat?
Whenever we look back at his stories today, we feel like we're back in our childhood living rooms too. It's heartwarming to know that kids still love him today. Generations of people can feel secure that Winnie the Pooh will always be around to welcome them back to the 100-acre wood with open arms.
Maybe the stick found me.
Assembled adventurers, the expedition is over, for Pooh has discovered the North Pole.
Eureka!
Do you agree with our picks? Check out this other recent clip from MsMojo. And be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos.